All right, so moving on. This is the Delta, just to make sure that you know, we switched batteries. You have to refresh them. All right. Okay.
These be like the Greek letters I don't fraternities be used.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is the Greek. So whatever these are all Greek characters. Sometimes you'll see these characters on buildings. A lot of times they like to use the ancient Greek or sometimes Latin and different things. You want to start seeing these characters around.
I had a rich cracker that had Time of the Gods over his door.
Okay.
Because I went and looked it up, and that's what it said, Time of the Gods.
Yeah. Wicked ones.
Right.
Your rich devil was
Which
really
is now.
nice daughters, which I'm going to pass along to the brothers.
Kind of. I'll take it if I can.
Yeah,
All right, the next one is Epsilon. Epsilon. It looks like an E, and
a cursive E.
the lower case looks like a backwards 3. All right. Epsilon. Got it?
Yep.
The next one is Zeta. Zeta. There we get it.
The nigga woman named her daughter Zeta. She called her Zeta, though.
Okay.
And spelled the same way.
All right. Everybody got it?
Wait.
You do the best you can, bro. You know, when you always, it's always, you know, when you're learning the new alphabets and characters, takes a while to familiarize yourself in recognizing them and writing them. And it's going to be just like in so-called English. You look at everybody's handwriting is different. But you can recognize the characters if you use the commonality of the strokes, even though sometimes it might be harder to read somebody's handwriting versus not reading someone's handwriting. So this, the next one was this Eta, which is basically looks like the H. And if you see the little one, it's almost like an H without the tall stem, and then elongated down here.
You said Netta?
Eta. ATA, theater company that's on the nose.
Now, but what's the equivalent? That's
That,
an E?
now that, right, the equivalent would be something like an E, but it's not. That's why they got the 2 dots. And that's Esau. I couldn't really go into why they got it. I really don't know. I just wrote down what was the equivalent according to, according to that. And it's actually, they say Ete. Not Eta, it's really Ete. Alright? Ete.
Just like a devil would make an E say A.
Of course. Right. Of course.
Just to
New
confuse
speak.
right.
Just to fuck you up.
That's that new speech shit.
And Theta.
Theta, new theta.
Theta.
Right. When we say we repping thetas or some shit.
Right. And you'll see, you know, and a lot of that Greek mythology and all that Greek, the Greek sororities and all that, it's all just set up for Jake to go off.
Yeah, but they had it all in that stumpy arm.
you know, but now we'll be able to, you know, understand some of those things.
So that's the tha sound.
Yeah, kind. Theta. The TH sound, kind. All right. The next one's pretty simple. Iota.
Iota.
That's
Not one.
slang Hebrew or something.
I mean, it's very similar. You know, there's a lot of characteristics that's similar and sounds that are similar. But this is basically like a long I and then like a short I without the dot on top. But it's the iota. Got it?
Wait a minute. Well, it has to be like no.
Yeah, that's
Just
how
what
it's
it
what it is, right?
Yes, okay.
Anytime I see things that are multiple things, you'll see it's one letter that is multiple. Every time I'll let you know. Just like in the Paleo Hebrew, there's you can use L as looks like an L, and then one that looks like a little hook. This is pretty straightforward. Kappa, K, looks like a tall K and a small K. The only difference is that you have the K with the normal K, but then the line comes out of the branch versus a lot of times in the English K, it goes straight to the downstroke. But that's real, you know, you'll recognize the K, to my knowledge. Got it?
He says Kappa.
Okay. Can you see?
God.
Okay. Wait.
You said, oh, okay, I see it. Okay.
All right. Next one is lambda. Lambda chi. Lambda. 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 Looks like a upside down V, and the lowercase one is like a upside down V, but the with the overhang at the top. It's basically the L.
Which the Lacedaemonians had that symbol on there.
Okay.
Right for Lacedaemonians.
Okay.
The Spartans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is the symbol on their shields.
That's right. All right. The next one is mu, the M. Mu. Basically like a big M and then like a, I don't know, almost like an M that's not completed, or you can look at it as a U with the lung, with one longer than the other. Mu. Got it?
So it's like this.
Basically, that might have been a little bit too long in the downstroke, but it's okay.
Like an upside down.
So that's the M sound, correct?
Move. And then the N sound
New.
is new. Looks like a capital N. And then the lowercase looks like a V, like a little V. Which you can always see the V in the capital N, but I guess they figured out take away. I don't know why they do what they do.
That's confusion.
Yeah.
Because they already have a symbol like that.
On the highest level.
Right.
Okay.
Or stupidity.
Okay. All right.
A little of both.
Okay. All right. The next one is the Xi sound. The Xi sound.
Mm-hmm.
Xi. 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 All right.
Where'd you get the how to put the character?
Well, remember the elders had it, that one sheet?
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, but it's a little different though, you know, because
Well,
I'm putting it exactly how it is, you know.
I mean, it's basically the same. It's really the same, but it, you know, in printing, and when you look in print, like when you look at different websites, like we go into the ISA versus going to the Blue Letter or going to different sites, they have little nuances that look a little bit extra or different things. But this is basically the same thing.
So that would be the X sound.
Right, and what he's saying, like on in
That's
some,
X.
right, this is
That's the X.
well, equivalent is basically the X. God, I didn't put that at the top, Salaki. I can put that up there. I forgot. Zai. So. Alright. The next one is the Omicron. The Omicron. Omicron.
So that's a dot in the middle?
No, that's
Oh,
the bleed. That's just bleeding in out from another sheet. Good question, though. No, that's not a dot in the middle. All right. The next one is a pi. You know this from mathematics?
Yeah.
Pi.
Wow.
Basically looks like a door without the bottom on it, and then it looks like a...
Two T's connected.
Right. Kind. Pi. Alright. The next one
2 3 letters before Robert.
is row. Row. Looks like a P, but it's an R. And the small one looks like a small P, but it's
But
an
it's
R.
an R.
What is no?
That's ridiculous, man.
It's what it is. It's what it is.
But it's not.
But you think about, it's kind of fitting because the Most High switched up the languages after the Tower of Babel, right? Of Babel.
Come on.
And Babel means what? From younger brother. I said
Oh,
younger
Salakia,
brother.
brother.
That's all right. Head of the class. But yeah, Babel means confusion. So what happened after in the Tower of Babel, Shakar?
He split the languages up.
He
They
split
had
the- he's-
tongues.
Right. He kind.
So
So
he said, the heart of man, they can do anything.
the imagination
Right.
is
Continuously evil.
okay, yeah, right. So he divided up the nations, language, and tongue, and Babel means confusion. So of course some of this would be confusing. So
That's right.
that's what it is. The next one is sigma.
Sigma.
Sigma. Now there's different places different sites and different ways to write the small s. So you'll see which one. Basically, the one on top, I think is probably the more common one, but it looks like the Assyrian Hebrew sa, but just backwards. And then you have the one at the bottom.
Which is what I couldn't remember today.
Okay,
The Sa.
side. Okay,
But
say that.
that's the small
So it's 3
zeta.
for this one.
That the small. The two ones at the bottom are the small ones.
But I'm saying that last small one is the same as the zeta, small zeta.
No, close is not the exact same, but a little close to it. Kind of. I don't get it, but either. That's why Esau got to go.
Yeah, it's close to it with that curve coming off the bottom of
Right.
his tail.
Right.
But actually it looks like a Z.
Kind
The Zeta, that is.
That's right. This one's pretty simple. The tall. The tall. Tall. Like a big T and a smaller T, but just, you might see the small T with a little hook at the bottom, just like cursive T almost, but small cursive T.
Or backwards J.
Oh yeah, right, or backwards J kind. But for the most part, you'll see the T. There'll be a T.
Oh, look at the bottom part.
Right.
Like the
As a
little-
matter of fact, I'll write it out just for you. You can see it. Sometimes you'll see it like this.
I actually recognize it. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Like this. With just a little hook.
When sometimes they have it like this too.
Right, like that. But that's the T, the tall.
Right.
All right. The next is Upsilon. Upsilon.
For a minute, I thought you made a mistake.
Oops. Salon. And that's basically like the Y, I guess. But they said the equivalent is either the Y or the U. And I could put that at the top because some say the equivalent is the Y.
Wait, hold on, put it back
I'm
up.
coming back, brother. Salaki. I just want to add it. Some say it's a U. Some say it's like the Y. And guess what? It looks like a Y and it looks like a
like a
U.
U, right?
So that's why you see that.
Why you?
Oops.
Yeah. Upsilon. Ready?
Hey, so you put U and Y. So
It's equivalent
Oh,
to the
equivalent
U
to
or the Y,
right,
but it's
Y,
an
either
upsilon.
Upsilon.
Alright.
So oops, that's a Y, but it's really a U. Man,
Oops.
That's why the kingdom fell, man.
They turned the mistake into a letter.
Should have been called Oops, I'm Lying.
This is the phi. Phi.
That looks like the quad at the bottom almost.
Almost, but it's not closed. Kind. And then there's another one. I'll sometimes
Wait.
do. I'm gonna put it back up. This one to give you another one that they do sometimes. Since the brother said that.
Right, because that's the way I'm writing it down.
Yeah, but you're gonna need both because you're gonna see. I'm telling you, you need to have them all, know them all, because when you look at them and start recognizing them, you're gonna have to know the differences between them all. All right.
Basically, it's just longer than a.
Yeah, that's the phi right there. That's the one that's common, the one you just wrote at the bottom there.
Right.
Yeah, that one's more common.
yeah, speaking of which, we still gotta get the omega in the side. Now we got the phi.
All right.
We almost done.
That's right,
All
bro.
right. The next one is the chi, and just to
Oh, okay, I see that.
just to show you both of these, you'll see it like this. This is the chi.
Wow.
The chi looks like an X, right? But it's the equivalent of a so-called CH chi. Chi. And then you'll see a lot of times you'll see just a smaller X or a fancy smaller X.
Basically, like 2 C's.
Mm-hmm. Backwards.
What's that? King H?
Yeah.
Like the ka sound.
Chi.
For
Right.
real, that's a good way to write it. 2 C's backwards.
I mean you'll see that in the smaller case, fancier like that sometimes. All right. Then you have the psi.
There it is.
Psi.
PSI.
They gonna stop.
Psi.
It's like a paleo letter. It looks
Looks
like
like the
one.
money.
Almost like the
The
shop.
Shah,
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah. But you know,
And it's, you're right. It's interesting.
the psi.
Wow.
I thought it was a gang symbol.
That's what
personally.
I thought. That's exactly how I just drew it. Though.
It looks like a triton.
It
Looks like a triton.
Looks like a triton too. God. Whatever you need to remember it, that's make it work for your mind. You know, this brother gonna be up folks and stuff. You know.
Folks in
Yeah,
there.
like the University of Indiana. It's basically a triton.
Hey, can you put it back up, Bob?
He got study like this.
Hell no.
Don't be
That's what it
closet.
is.
Don't be
That's
closet
exactly what it
gangbanger.
is. Hell no.
All right, and then the last one.
Right, because ain't no door in the kingdom for folks, man.
King's
It's not door, folks. Nah, ain't no door for them.
Last one is omega. Omega. And they have that equivalent as also O sometimes. That's just we're crazy because the Omicron is also equivalent to O, but then they have that as, you know, the backward C or whatever. I don't know. It's Omega.
No.
All right.
You look like an ass. And titties.
I know.
I was just thinking that.
Like titties and ass.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
Well, it's the end of the Greek alphabet. I guess
So
it's
the end of your ass, right?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. But that's what this shit look like.
All right. So that's the Greek alphabet. We're going to go ahead and just say it. Since you all have your say it, we're